It's you again. Why, hello, my friends, and welcome to another story. Literally, today I'm going to be playing. Mouse is over here. I'm going to be playing. Oh shit. Offline. I'm very unprepared. I'm going to be playing Buried. Yeah, I saw a Markiplier playing this, and I just I just had to play it myself and choose my own choices and all that. And it was only $3 on here. It's really, I can't believe how cheap it is for how good of a story it is. And only 5 chapters. I wish it was a bit longer, but oh well. So yeah, this is gonna be cool. And later on, I'm gonna be playing Mr. Masagi for ya. Yeah, I can't help it. I saw Mark playing that too, and oh my god, it was hilarious. Anyways, it's starting. Buried is an interactive story. The plot will change based on your choices you make. The story is broken into 5 chapters. Play straight through the or at your own pace. There's no waiting and no pauses. Enjoy and choose wisely. Oh, I will. I've learned from Markiplier's mistakes. So, I should probably move my face cam a bit. Oh shit. Ah. Okay. Which side would be better? Oh. Maybe over here? Maybe not. Sorry, I'm kind of unprepared. I'm not sure where to put my face cam because, as you can tell, I figured out. There we go. I figured out how to turn that on. I had to look up a tutorial, but that's how I've been getting how to use all this. So, yeah. Anyways, let's begin, shall we? I'm kind of a slow reader, and I'll fuck up at times. Anyways, ooh, the music is intense. I open my eyes, and the first thing I want to do is scream. I'm flat on my back, and everything seems to hurt. The trees overhead look familiar. It's a clear night sky, almost beautiful, except for the fact that this means I've been out cold for at least 6 hours. But there's something wrong. I don't remember what, but something happened. My head, my God, my head hurts and a ringing in my ears. Was there an accident? An explosion? I think I remember Dennis screaming, but after that, I can't remember. As I sit up, I notice I notice that my hard hat has been thrown off. I look around and the area, but it's not there. Sorry, here. It feels strange to go anywhere without my hard hat, but I've got to find the other members of my crew. They could be in danger. You see, this is gonna kind of ruin the experience a bit for me, but I've watched Markiplier play this, so I know kind of what to do and what to not do in some cases. So, let's search for the hard hat. I get up on shaky legs and look around for a moment. A few nearby trees look to have been splintered and broken at the base recently. They certainly weren't like this earlier. Searching for the hard hat feels normal. It makes me feel like maybe there isn't something wrong here. I see it behind a fallen log. about 10 feet away from me. How? Sorry. How it was thrown so far is beyond me. I don't know why that was so hard to read, sorry. Driven by nothing more than a habit, I walk over to it, pick it up, and place it on my head. Next, I walk over to the center of the logging site and don't like what I see. What happened? Sorry, touching the mic. Oh yeah, I'll be doing one chapter per episode like Markiplier did. The logging site looks like a bomb was detonated right in the center. I don't know where to start. The one load where we had to manage to stack on the truck for the day is overturned, the trailer bent, and the logs hanging off the back. Where the hell is everyone? My head is killing me, and this ringing in my ears. I can't hear anything. No birds, not my footsteps, nothing. It makes me wonder if I hit my head after my hard hat flew off. I run through a quick mental checklist to make sure my brain is still working. My name is Roger Hastings. I'm 41 years old. The year is 2017. I own a small logging company, and we've been logging in this strip of Kentucky Wonderland for almost a month now. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, so my brain works. That's a relief. But it also makes me fearful because something is certainly not right here. I look around the logging site, my mind trying to figure out what has happened. Just about every piece of equipment has been overturned or tilted. Look at debris, look at truck. Maybe I should look at the truck. The truck. The hitch is completely broken, like it was blown off in an explosion or a really bad accident. Had there been an explosion, all of the fuel on site would have started a fire. But there's no charring, no burning, nothing. I walk through the area where Dennis had been working. From the looks of it, he'd been moving slowly. He'd only taken down 4 trees today. His metal lunchbox is open, an indicator that he had been taking an early break. But he's not here. No one is here. Where the hell is everyone? I could try to make a call on my cell phone, but its battery is already running low, really low. Not that it matters. The reception is crap out here. Yeah, I'd rather call out. 'Cause, yeah, it's the smart thing to do. It's saving battery. What? And I could use the phone for something else. I don't think it's as useful later on. Hey guys, where is everyone? Tony, Dennis, Frank, Joe? But their names fall flat among the wreckage. I get nothing back other than scaring away a few birds overhead. Might as well start walking and try to find some answers. The highway is almost a mile back through the woods down the gravel road we used to reach the site. Maybe the crew ran that way for help. But why would they have left me? Why were they scared? Out of sorts? Maybe I can catch up to them. But with my truck turned over on its side, it looks like I'll be walking. My God. I can't even remember what I was doing before waking up on my back. Wait. What's that underneath the bulldozer? Oh my God. It's a leg. It has been sorry. It has been either Tony or Dennis. The dozer looks unstable, like it might roll some more. Might not be safe to get close. But at the same time, I can't just leave him there. I should probably look. It'd be safer that way to check who it is. Yeah, sorry, I'm kind of copying Markiplier, but I don't mean to. It's normal. Hey, I yell, are you okay? Are you alive? Holding onto my hat, I skip over the wreckage equipment and stray logs to get closer. My leg. Cramp. Sorry. Holding on to. Oh yeah, I read that. I can't see. I can see a bit more of the leg. The jeans are soaked in blood. I recognize the work boots. It's clearly Tony. His leg is bent at an impossible angle, nearly crushed flat. The closer I get, the more apparent it becomes that Tony didn't survive. I'm not sure. Maybe I should. It would be kind of respectful, maybe, to leave the body there without touching it. But you know what? I want to see what happens if I pull it out. Yeah. I try to pull him out, but he's just not budging. That's when I see the blood coating the ground under him. It's thick and fresh, so dark on the dirt that it looks black. As I'm tugging, I hear something crunch, but somehow manage to pull him out. His legs are absolutely crushed and his stomach looks deflated. Blood is covering everything from the navel down. His face was turned to the right when he was crushed. It looks like a broken plastic mask, seeping with blood and bits of shattered skull. My God, I can't believe this. I have to turn away. That's when I hear a deafening cracking noise, and I'm bashed in the head from behind as the bulldozer shifts slower to the ground. I roll clear and end up on my back. My eyes struggling to focus. I'm a little shaken up, but I'm fine. Thank God I was wearing my hard hat. Good thing I went to go get that. I quickly get up and dust myself off. I can't stay here. I have to find Dennis, Frank, and Joe. I have to find a way out. Find English. Sorry. I have to find out what happened here. This is some nice photos. I wonder if it's like artwork made by the writer or taken. As I walk through the stacks of logs from the last week or so of work, everything feels frozen. The high-pitched sound in my ears is it's terrible. It keeps happening every few seconds and sounds like it's coming from far away. I can't help but wonder, is it my ears or is it something else? The silence out here is creepy and there's a smell like the atmosphere after a bad summer storm. I might as well admit it. I'm a little scared. Everyone is missing and it's dead quiet out here. There doesn't even seem to be a breeze to rustle the leaves and branches. My right knee hurts like hell. My head was hurting so bad before that I never even noticed the pain in my knee. I must have hurt it during during the what? Accident or... Wait, is that Dennis? I see him sitting on the ground, motionless, but 30 feet away. If I'm scared, he's scared. So would the rest of my crew. Yeah. Rest of my crew. Spoilers. I should probably yell and give him a notice that it's me. So I'll yell out. Ignore that I've watched Markiplier's thing. Dennis! I yell. Dennis, can you hear me? Dennis lets out a shout, like someone waking from a nightmare. He then looks back at me from the ground. Yeah, Roger, I hear you, he hollers back as I head over to him. Dennis is built like a wrestler and has the tough personality to match. But in this moment, he looks disoriented and even a little anxious. Though I'm glad to see him, the fear on his usually confident face is alarming. What the hell happened? What's going on? He asks. Don't know. The crew is missing. An explosion, I think. He probably knows the crew's missing, so an explosion probably? An explosion? Dennis says. Yeah, I believe that. Why do you say that? I ask. Did you see something? He doesn't respond. Still sitting on the ground, he looks around the woods as if he just now understanding the severity of the situation. The equipment was overturned, the dozers too, I say, shifting my hard hat and wiping my forehead. You okay? I ask him. Yeah, just shaken up. Me too. This might be the most intimate conversation Dennis and I have ever had. While he and I have always been good on good terms, we've never been particularly close. I've always respected him, though. He's come to work a few times looking like he'd been in a bar fight the night before. But I've also seen him do an enthusiastic impression of a dinosaur as he played with Tony's kids while they waited for their dad to finish up his shift. It's then that it hits me. Dennis and Tony were good friends. I'm not sure I want to rattle him with news of Tony's death right now. Not before we know what's going on. But he has the right to know. Well, yeah, if one of my friends who worked with me died in an accident like this, or my coworkers, one of my coworkers' friends that had died in an accident like this, I'd probably want to tell them, and or I'd want to know. So yeah, I'd probably tell them about Tony. It's nice enough, and well, like it says, they were good friends. So yeah. You're up front with Dennis about Tony. Dennis's eyes fix on me, startled. He was crushed under the dozer, I say. Dennis pauses for a moment like he is trying to understand what I said. His eyes narrow and his bottom lip quivers. Shit, he says, and I can tell that he is fighting back tears. He and Tony had been tight, almost like brothers. Hey, he adds quickly, as if trying to escape the reality of Tony's death. Did you see the light? That light? No, I say. What did you see? I don't know. I don't even know. Roger. Bleh. I should say that better. I don't even know, Roger, he says. It was like this flare of white light. It came up right up out of the ground, like an explosion. So there was an explosion, I say. Maybe it was some equipment or... This was no equipment, Dennis interrupts. Agitated. This huge ball of light came right out of the ground. A damn ground. Where did it go? 'Cause, well, he just told me what it was, so why ask? Why ask what did it look like? 'Cause he just told me that it was a white ball. So, where did it go? It just shot up into the sky until it was out of sight. When? I'm not sure, he answers. But I had finished about 10 trees for the day, and was about to top one. That's when it happened. You were almost done with 10 trees, I ask? Yeah, he says, looking at the ground. You know, I wouldn't want to take a lunch break until I was done. And that's when the light blew up. Why? You don't believe me? 10 trees. Did say earlier on that... Oh, I can't scroll. Cool. That he took an early lunch break, so... maybe he's exaggerating a bit. You think I'm making this up? You think I got whacked on the head and started seeing things? Dennis asks. No, Dennis, it's just. Get the hell away from me, he interrupts. I don't need this. Get away from me. Dennis, come on. Look, the highway is more than a mile away, and we could be fine, he shouts. Let's get moving. Just keep your distance. Oh, that was bad. Choice on my part. We both stand up and start heading towards the road. It isn't until we start moving that I see Dennis is wounded. His right side is coated in blood, the red seeping through his blue work shirt. There was splatters of it here and there, but also a very large red splotch that makes me worry. Yeah, I'd probably ask, because he's probably in a lot of pain from, well, by the looks of it, what kind of the injury it seems. So yeah, how do you get it? What do you care? He snaps. He clearly still resents me for not believing his whole story. But what happened to him? Maybe it was being thrown by whatever that explosion was. It's then that I notice that the strange ringing noise is still filling the air. Hey, I say, stopping. Do you hear that high-pitched ringing noise every once in a while? Dennis looks scared when I ask him this question, and he just nods. I thought it was just me, he says. He looks out of sorts and uncertain. I've never seen him like this before. It's obvious that he's looking for some reassurance. Even though I'm his boss, there's something very unnerving about this. Yeah, I should probably reassure him. Probably get on his good side again. Don't mind that. Let's be realistic, I tell myself. I might as well try to be empathetic. Out here in the middle of these woods, the ringing could be anything. Maybe a car alarm from through the woods or something. Still, even my passive comment seems to have reassured Dennis. He looks a bit calmer, more relaxed. We both start moving forward and don't say another word. Did you try to call Frank? Dennis asks. I know he had his cell on him today. Not yet. Luckily, I still have some battery left. I pull out my cell and call Frank. Happy I didn't make that call to Dennis earlier. Yeah? It rings, but he doesn't pick up. But then I hear his phone go off behind the stacked logs. Dennis and I gave each other a look. As the phone goes off to the voicemail, I hang up, and we walk behind the logs and find Frank's phone on the ground abandoned. We look around for Frank, but find nothing, not a single trace. It's then that I notice something really odd, a 10-foot wide hole in the ground, right near where the phone was. But there's no stray piles of removed dirt or rocks. It's clean, smoothly dug, cutting into the earth, wide but only a few feet deep. It looks unreal, unnatural, like the ground was just deleted. No shovels, no diggers used. Dennis walks over to it. This looks like some kind of hole, where I saw that lights come from the ground. He muses to himself, or musses to himself, whatever. I say nothing. My mind is spinning out, but I don't. Sorry, but I don't know what to think. We need to get out of here, Dennis mutters. At that moment, that ringing noise carries through the forest again, sending a shiver down my spine. Dennis is right. There's something strange going on, and we might not be safe here. But that ringing sound could be a clue to the rest of the crew. To where the rest of the crew went. Sorry. Yeah. Now let's check out that sound. Agreed. Let's get away from here. I would say go check the ringing. 'Cause, yeah. Or, yeah. I probably want to go check that out, see if I can turn it off. You decide to check out the sound. Something's not right, I say. And if there's a mechanical noise like that, you think someone is out here? He asks. Maybe. I think we should at least check it out. They might be able to help. Yeah. You go right ahead, he says with a grin. I'll be here waiting for you. Better hurry, though. Dennis doesn't look like he's in the best shape to be trouncing around the forest, but we need some answers right away, too. Yeah, I think because he's wounded, and whoever we may find from whoever's making the ringing could possibly give us medical attention for Dennis and possibly my knee. Because no, I don't think, is the knee bleeding or anything? I can't remember, sorry. So yeah, bring Dennis. You decided to bring Dennis along. No, you're coming with me. I bend over and hoist. Excuse me, sorry. And hoist him against my shoulder. He resists just barely, then gives in. He's looking at me like he's terrified of me now, making a moan in his throat. We start moving through the woods quickly, with no idea where the rest of the crew is. I worry they could be in danger. Every tree out here looks exactly the same. I grew up in the country, and can find my way around the forest without much of a problem, but I'm feeling dizzy. I'm leaning against a tree when I see something that has no business of being out here. Yeah. Our logging crew has been out here for 3 weeks, and I've never seen it before. What is it? What is this? It's a small building, sort of like a mixture of a shack and a bunker. It looks to be made of concrete, but moss, weeds, and plain old erosion also make it look sort of mystical. It looks like something out of a demented version of a medieval fantasy sorry, English. I'll just restart the sentence. It looks like something out of a demented version of a medieval fantasy movie. What the hell is this? Dennis asks. Well, I don't know what it is, so why say some old power station? Might be, but I don't know that. I have no idea. You purchased the land, right, boss? Dennis asks. Didn't you survey it? I certainly did, I say, getting a little defensive, but this wasn't here. Do you think the others maybe went in there? He asks nervously. Why would they do that, I ask. I don't know, but they aren't out here. If they aren't inside, they're probably dead like Tony. He looks at the ground and he says this. I want to go inside, not just to find my crew. Oh wait. He looks at the ground and as he says this, I want to go inside, not just to find my crew, but also to appease my curiosity. That ringing noise is coming from inside, but something about this place seems incredibly strange, especially located all the way out located all by itself out here. It simply does not belong. I wonder, do we knock or just go in? Dennis asks. I can tell that he's trying to make a joke, but it falls flat. I'm starting to think his humor is a defense mechanism for his fear. We both look ahead, take a moment to realize what we're about to do, and start forward. We get no more than 3 feet closer when Dennis wobbles. Yeah, I'll reach out and steady him. I reach out quickly, straining my injured knee. I barely make it in time, grabbing him under his arms and keeping him from hitting the ground. I'm okay, he said. Just, can you help me walk for a little while? Just Help me inside, please. Just help me inside, please. I can't deny his request. I've never seen him this week, and it's a little uncomfortable to see. It makes me glad I decided to keep him with me. I help Dennis into the weird little building. The front door opens easily, even though there's clearly a lock on it. Maybe the lock was supposed to keep someone in. It's hard to tell. I still hear that ringing noise. It's definitely coming from in here. Stretching out in front of me is a small interior to match the outside. Match the outside. The building is totally empty. There's a concrete floor and dinghy. Dinghy. Featureless walls. There are no windows, giving the place an even more isolated feel. Still, we hear the ringing noise coming from somewhere in here. It's louder now, more prominent. The interior seems confident at first. Confident at first. But a small set of concrete steps lead about 5 feet down, revealing a corridor. Underground bunker. Cool. That's a long corridor. What's that? It's a massive corridor, in fact. Like I'm in some kind of building underground. It seems to go on forever. The corridor is mostly dark with emergency lights on every 10 feet or so. I assume we're now underground because the corridor extends far beyond the walls of the building we entered. I realize that someone might not appreciate finding us here. Yeah. We should probably move quickly with Dennis. He could possibly bleed out and die in my arms, which would be very unpleasant. And just dead weight, because, we don't have anywhere to bury him, or, no nice place to set him down or anything. So, walk. It's faster. I'm eager to figure out what's going on here. Our footsteps echo loudly in the dust and the dirt. Dennis leans on me for support. Oops. If there is anyone here, it's not like we're trying to be quiet and stealthy with the intention of sneaking up on them. If anyone is listening, they definitely know we're here now. As I carry Dennis to the far end of the otherwise featureless place, I see flight of concrete stairs leading down. Excuse me. I have to set down Dennis on the floor. His weight is killing me. Dennis, are you okay? What the hell do you care? Oh shit. What the hell do you care? Dennis spits at me. Why start caring about me or the other guys on the crew now? I can still hear the ringing noise every so often coming from somewhere in here. I look ahead, and the concrete stairs pointing down towards me so that Dennis sees them. Can you make it down those stairs, I ask? He stands up slowly and is visibly making an effort not to fall back down. Yeah, he says, and sounds a little irritated. Oh, sorry. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah, he says, and sounds a little irritated. He starts for the stairs without me, and I have no choice but to follow. We approach the stairs, and by just looking at them, I get the sense that we're crossing some sort of line here. There may very well be no going back. Probably. Ooh. As I head down the stairs, I notice that they look aged. That damned ringing noise is somewhere below, louder than ever. I feel like I'm walking down into the cellar of a haunted house, the light becoming scarce as the stairs take a slight turn. I can feel the temperature drop. Dennis makes it a few steps down before he is leaning on the wall. He's breathing like he just finished a marathon. Yeah, I want to get back on his good side. Yeah. Let's take a break, I say, putting my hand towards his shoulder to help steady him. Leave me alone, he says, pushing me away. He's still angry, but also scared, something I understand. So we keep walking despite his animosity. Dennis clearly allows me to take the lead as we venture further down. As we do, my mind seems to lock in on the unknown fate of the rest of my crew. Frank is married, and I've met his wife a few times. A nice woman with a huge laugh. My heart sags a bit when I realize I might never get to hear him belting out classic rock tunes during lunch break. Joe, well, I don't know too much about him. He's 22 years old. He's 22 years old and is considering community college. His folks are deadbeats, so he has been providing for himself since the age of 16 or so. Maybe I can still find them and still get to hear Frank singing in his deep baritone voice after a few too many drinks. I have to make Dennis stay behind me as I stick my foot out in search of the next step. I can't help feeling like a child as a very powerful fear seizes me. I'm expecting a monster to reach out of the darkness and slice into my throat. After what feels like forever, we come to the bottom of the stairs. We're closer to that ringing noise now. A door sits securely in the wall. In the wall, and looks just as out of place down here as I feel. A a sliver of light seeps through the illuminating the area. The door has what looks like a panel with lots of labels and lights. Small embossed print above the panel says Level 1, Entrance Gate, Transport Sector. And there's a button with no label. Button! Push the button! I give the button a push. One of the readings of the panel flickers on to life. Outage or something. That's all it says. It then goes dark. The panel looks like a diagnostic or alert system of some kind. Each label meant to communicate some status. Lockdown engaged. Experiment in progress. Shut down engaged. Those all appear to be off. But one of the phrases has slowly blinking red light next to it. The only powered light on this whole thing. Abnormal entity breach. What the hell? I slowly push the door open when Dennis suddenly steps in front of me, taking the lead. Let's go, he says. I want to find out what the hell this place is. As Dennis walks through, the ringing, that ringing or beeping or whatever, it is getting a little louder. The doors close behind us with a click. I can't help but notice the wobble in Dennis's step. A step as he lets out a grunt. You sure you're healthy enough to keep going, I ask? It doesn't matter. I don't want to be in the woods right now. He seems scared or something I've never seen before. Angry, yes. Upset, yes. But Dennis is never scared. What do you see? What do you see? You know what, Dennis says, clearly angry. Never mind. I'm not going to tell you anything else. It's not like you'd believe me anyways. Oh, fucking hell, Dennis. I've been so preoccupied with my own fear that I nearly forgot about the ringing noise. It had become just background noise. We take a few more steps, and I can... Oh, end of chapter 1. We take a few more steps, and I can now see where we are. It makes no sense yet. Another thing that simply seems out of place. The shapes and the shapes and muted colors of metal are easy to identify, but it doesn't just sorry, but it just doesn't belong here. Is there a save function? Oh, shit. Is there no save? Will it save by doing this? Well, so maybe I should have believed Dennis, because now he just seems kind of like an angry asshole. So I just didn't. The reason why I said I don't believe him is, and he's exaggerating is like, I meant he was exaggerating that he finished 10 trees. Maybe I didn't understand that well enough, or yeah, because it said like he did 4 or 5 trees or something like that before. So I thought he did, yeah. So I didn't mean I didn't believe about the ball of light and all that. So yeah, fuck. Yeah. Oh, if you're wondering why I'm looking over there, it's obvious I have a second screen over there. So yeah, let's see if I click this, it saves. End of chapter 1. Respect the dead. UN64. Oh, yeah, I know I should have respected. Secrets. UN 70% up front with Dennis about Tony's death. Yeah. Trust. Yeah. Players went. Yeah. Teamwork. Yeah, it's smarter to do that. Maybe now I can save. No saving, is there? Well, that's kind of stupid. Anyways, I will see you in the next chapter, my friends. Oh shit, I forgot my outro. Well, fuck. Fuck. This is bad. This is unprofessional. Well, I remember some of it. I'll just do that part. I will see you in the next story, my friends. Goodbye. Stop recording. Yeah. Bye. Have a good night.